Hello Reformers and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia, and once again we are with our unarmed fighter. Now I have done a little bit of off-screen progression here and I've gained a little bit of renown by doing a bunch of tournaments. I've invested in a little bit of die works action and also put in 10,000 to the Gnomish Bank. I did not take a look at the items at the Gnomish Bank at the time because obviously at that point I didn't really have that much money. I only had about 4,000 at that point. But otherwise, we are now here with the matriarch of the House of Ken Urden, and we're going to be a vassal. Yes, I have come to offer you my vassalage. Oh, fantastic. She already has one relation with us as well for some reason. So, yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Alright, so which village is she going to be giving us? Ah, she's given us Bardador. Yes, Bardador. Alright. Yes, let's hope that it's actually relatively close. Let us see where that is, in actual fact. So, where is it? Oh, it's all the way over there, and it's the looted village, as is always the case with these things. Ah, how fantastic. Oh, well, never mind. That is fine. And, as you can see, I do have a slightly increased party capacity, and I think that is mainly due to us becoming a vassal, because beforehand I had 78, and now I have 101, so that's pretty cool. I have a bunch more orc thrall soldiers as well. And we also have, well, leveled up ourselves a little bit as well. So if you take a look here at our character, you can see I actually did advance to level 10. I now have 24 agility and 8 in unarmed combat, which is pretty fantastic. And otherwise, what else is there? Well, unfortunately, we can't do anything with our village right now, so I suppose the only thing that we can do is take on a couple of vassals, perhaps. So, who are we currently at war against? Well, the Vaegirs, as you can see on that first screen, and then who else do we have on the second? Well, we have the elves, of course, and that appears to be it. So it's just the Vaegirs and the elves. Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I actually thought that there was... Oh, no, the Sarranids also. Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that. I must have missed that on the first screen or something like that. But anyway, I think it would be maybe a good idea to get some orc thralls here. So let's go and recruit... Ah, unfortunately I don't have enough space for that. Just about. So I guess I should probably just get some drow women, acolyte, and female recruit. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That is pretty fantastic for me, so I don't really mind too much about that. Let's see if we can recruit a couple of... Ooh, that was nice. Yes, we seem to be able to recruit a lot more now, which is pretty good. And I have 85 now. Okay, well, maybe we should get a little bit more. 1. Really? 1 more. Okay, well, let's do battle, shall we? Let us do battle with one of the Sarranid vassals and see how we do. I have done battle before with, I think a... What was it? Was it a Kurgit vassal or something like that? And it didn't really go too well, but I was helping one of the drow, and, well, I died pretty easily, but I don't know why that was. Maybe it was because of the wolf weirs. Maybe that was it. Anyway, I think I know exactly which banner I'm going to go for. It's right here. It is of a gauntlet, because obviously we are using our fists to attack. Alright, I was actually thinking of taking a castle as well, but I think we might want to level our forces up a little bit before we decide to do that. So let us... Yeah, I think we definitely need to level up our forces before we go and try for a siege. So if I can find a vassal, that would be nice. Alright, so it seems like we have a bit of a situation on our hands. As you can see, we actually have 86 against the enemy's 83. Now, this is probably going to be a bit difficult because we are currently kind of at night. It's a dawn battle, so maybe it's going to be a bit easier than I thought. I actually thought it was pitch black darkness, which we weren't really going to be very happy with because you can't see anything, and I certainly have a difficulty seeing something as well. So yes, let's try and see if I can get into a decent position here. Bear in mind that I was attempting to get a new shield, actually. Ow, that hurt. Could you not? I very much appreciate it if you don't use fireballs against us too much, thank you. Now, that's also something that I would very much like to change. I'd like to get the Ring of Healing, if at all possible, because right now we don't really have a way of healing ourselves, and I feel like being able to heal ourselves is kind of important, especially considering most factions actually do have healing capabilities. So having something that will be able to do that for us without me really having to do anything actively, that is probably a pretty necessary requirement. Anyway, oh dear. Yes, these Diana units are going to be pretty tricky. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, okay, never mind. I absolutely got murdered by a lightning bolt. Okay. I actually think I got killed by the lightning bolt, not by the Diana unit, but apparently they decided, hey, we're just gonna kill you twice, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what was going on there. Amusingly enough, we're actually not doing that well, or are we? Most of our units do seem to be relatively high in HP, I was going to say, but now we're just starting to lose way too many. We're going to have to retreat. Actually, look at that. It's pretty even, 56 against 66, but unfortunately I'm not able to attack. As you can see, we got a bit outnumbered. I actually was wanting to fight this guy, and I was waiting for some time outside of Terama Castle for him to exit, and then this guy came along out of nowhere, and he was just like, hello there, I'm gonna annoy you. And apparently they're wanting to do the same thing once again. Well, this is not gonna work out too well. Let's just see if... Wait a minute, can I find some of those priestesses? Wait, do I have any priestesses? I think I have, one or two... Ah, yeah, there we go. I have a couple of handmaidens, but I don't think I have any proper priestesses, so I'm a bit worried about actually taking fatal damage. Oh no! There we go! Thank you very much. I actually have one Drow priestess. Yes, that's exactly what I thought. I thought we had one of them, at least, and she did actually heal me, so that is fantastic. I'm a bit worried, though, that we don't have any spellcasters, and these guys are gonna actually try to kill us just with magic, which is not very nice, but thankfully most of our Drow units, do have a pretty decent amount of magic defense, so maybe it's not really a big deal. I'm still a bit worried about doing this, to be honest. Maybe I probably should have leveled up my units when I could have, but unfortunately oh, there we go, we're now in range. Okay, apparently we weren't in range beforehand, but now we are, and now we're bombarding them with huge amounts of darkness spells and all kinds of things, so that's absolutely fantastic. I just need to be very, very cautious about what I'm doing here. Oh, lovely hit right there. That's what you get. That is what you get, Saranid Horseman. And I do need to be a bit careful about these guys as well. Let's just tell everyone to charge in now. I suppose it's going to be necessary and worth it to do so, because the Diana units have actually headed inside our lines right here, which is really bad for them. I'm hoping that the Drow Priestess is going to heal us again. Can you heal? Can you heal us? I have a feeling that she might heal soon, so that's why I'm staying right next to her. But I don't know. Why is that Diana unit running away? Let's just let him go. Let's just let him go. Okay, we need to get everyone else back. Oh, is he actually... they're using lightning bolts. These guys actually have spell casting. I was unaware of that. Okay, well, let's see if we can... Oh, yeah, that's what you get. Oh, yes. Do you see that? The unarmed damage is just absolutely amazing. I have been very impressed so far with the unarmed damage that we've been able to get. And I'm actually thinking maybe I should just retreat once again, once we eliminate more of their units. I mean, once we get close to them, I think the Drow actually have a pretty big advantage, but we are being eliminated by all kinds of range damage that they have. I mean, they have so many Gianni units for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but they have so many of them that it's making it very, very difficult for us to do any damage whatsoever, because they are just able to eliminate us from afar. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, look at all their archers as well. That's pretty annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a bit careful here. Oh yes, there we go. The Blade Master. I have a Drow Blade Master, by the way. My only Drow Blade Master. And hopefully he's gonna survive. Oh, we took out the Emir himself. Ah, that's what you get. Yes. Okay, so hopefully the Drow Blade Master will stay alive long enough for us to see a potential victory here, maybe? Now bear in mind that my fists are a lot faster than any weapon as far as I can see so far. And The only thing that, well, we have to be a bit careful of is the limited reach. That is the main problem that we're going to have with being an unarmed character. But otherwise, we should be pretty decent. I mean, as you can see, we are able to deal significant damage, even to armored targets. And it seems like we might pull off a rather convincing victory right here, which is very, very strange, considering initially we had a pretty bad shot. So, yeah, anyway, let's see if we can do some damage to this Master Archer right here. Yeah, there we go. That you could say that he was slapped across the face. In the name of the Drow. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Alright, so are we going to survive this? I don't know. It really depends on if we're able to eliminate these archers. But the archers are currently in a skirmish mode, and that is indeed causing us a bit of difficulty. Unfortunately, well, actually I say unfortunately, but I should say fortunately, I am able to get pretty close to them. And that makes things a little bit easier because they might actually decide to focus me instead. And as you can see, one of our Drow Blade Masters is coming towards us and is hopefully going to help us. Oh, no, it's just a Drow Veteran Fighter. And never mind, I actually don't even know what the Drow Blade Master looks like, so I should probably go and do that after this. Considering it's one of our highest ranking units, it might make sense. But all of these guys are capable of being eliminated very, very quickly with punching. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I actually did see in the comments a suggestion to rename our character to Saitama. And I think if you've seen the particular subject matter that name is from, then you will know that it is very fitting indeed. So maybe if this becomes a full series, we'll, decide to do that, as obviously we still have a couple of things to do before that. But yes, anyway, there you go. We actually did survive, amazingly enough. I did lose 30 units, however, which is pretty bad. But 23 renown is our reward, which is absolutely fantastic. 31 morale. Now, who did we actually lose, though? Let's just take a look. We lost 5 Drow Handmaidens, which is the biggest deal right here, as far as I can see. Most of the others were Thrall soldiers, which, while they are very good, they can be replaced relatively quickly. And obviously Drow men and Drow women, but that's okay, because they're the lowest tier. And I'm going to be taking this guy prisoner. Yeah, you can be sure of that. Going to be taking both of them prisoner, actually. Give me your monies. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's take these guys prisoner. I'm going to try and sell these guys as fast as I can. And, oh yes, bear in mind, I have advanced to the next patch. And that is, I think, patch M0, I think. So, yeah, if you are wanting to update yourselves, then, well, there is a link in the description. Anyway, we have 22,000. I'd like to actually buy another Weavery and Dyeworks somewhere, but I don't really have... I could actually go to the Kurja Khanate and do that, but I have a Weavery and Dyeworks in Bloodycliff at the moment, in the Obsidian Spire down here, and also in the Drow Town, and that is basically it. And then, as I said, I did put in 10,000 to the Gnomish Bank. So, where are we right now? Tarama Castle? Where is that? Ah, there we go. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't moving and then getting absolutely murdered by this Saranid patrol, for example. As you can see, they appear to want to attack us, but that is not going to work now that our pathfinding has kicked in. We are now moving at 6.4 speed, and they can eat my dust, literally. Oh yes. There's also an old tomb over there which we might want to fight, but maybe not at the moment. But you can see exactly how powerful the Saranids can be, especially considering we were attacking them with some pretty low-level units. I mean, we weren't really running in there with the most elite Drow that we could find, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's take a look at the Blade Masters, shall we? Because they seem pretty powerful. As you can see, they have 69 HP, 8 in Power Strike, 7 in Athletics, 260 in One-Handed, 24 Strength. Pretty solid fighters, and they also do tend to take shields into battle, which is exactly the reason why they are so difficult to kill, I suppose. Now, what I was thinking of doing was I was thinking of creating a just basically a band of Drow companions that were also capable of using unarmed combat. So for example, I could do another point in unarmed for Quiona right here, and we could actually have her use her fists in battle. So if we didn't want her to use the Elven Warblade, for example, we could just remove all of these things, with the exception of the throwing knives and the javelins, perhaps. And should we just try that out, actually? Just as a matter of science, because the unarmed combat, in my opinion, is actually really fun and could be pretty cool. So let's see if she's actually going to do well with that. I have also leveled up twice, amazingly enough, because we've been able to eliminate such high value targets. And I guess I'm just going to continue increasing my agility. I have 2 points to spend. I have 5 in stealth, 6 in athletics. I guess I'm just going to get another 2 points in athletics, just so that we can dodge absolutely everything that comes towards us. I'd like to see a percentage of how good we are at dodging, you know. But I don't think that there is any resource available that will show me that, unless I am not thinking of it correctly. Well, never mind. I think actually, wait a minute, we might be able to go over to the check armor classes of gear. I don't know whether that's actually going to show me my dodge chance. No, it doesn't seem to show me my dodge chance, which is a bit unfortunate, but review your special skills and abilities. That might be it. No, crafting skills, gathering skills, to strategic and other skills. I've got camping skills. I'm apparently very good at camping. Yeah, that is not going to show me my dodge chance, unfortunately, but that's okay, that's okay. I think we can basically assume that we have about maybe 60-70% dodge chance. I think that would be very, very good to have something like that. So let's just get a couple of these. Oh, actually one of them. Okay, thank you. That was a bit disappointing, wasn't it? I actually hoped for something a bit better there, but yeah, it seems like that is probably gonna be it for this episode, because there's not much more I can do without having to level up. What? Without having to level up a bunch more Drow units. You can see here, however, that we are going to gain 5,300 dinars for 8 prisoners. So, one thing I gotta say, it is very recommended to spec into prisoner management. And beforehand, I thought to myself, prisoner management, it's not usually very good, but this time around, yeah, apparently it's extremely good. Alright, we're gonna get 30 slaves, just so that we can get a bit of a bulk army back up and running, because we still have another 30 slots. So we're probably going to be filling those with probably Drow females, because they tend to become much better than the Drow males in their classes and things like that. I mean, maybe we want to, I don't know, I'm going to diversify quite a bit, but for now we're just going to concentrate on making the most elite army possible. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So yeah. Oh, a scout trying to gather information about Drow Bow has been slain? Oh? A scout was trying to gather information about us? That's interesting. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued about that. All right, so we do have 27,000. So I suppose the only thing that we can do left, with the exception of taking something in a siege, is to go over to the 4 Ways Inn. So I suppose we're going to go and do that. Alright, so we've arrived at the 4 Ways Inn, and as you can see, I've already found the healer's ring, so... Oh. That's unfortunate. Okay, apparently we're going to need 40,000 for this. I don't have that. I have 27,000, and if I were to take out 11, which is what I currently have in the Gnomish Bank, I still wouldn't have enough, so it appears I'm going to have to do a little bit of waiting, because my die works eventually are probably going to give us the amount that we require. In the next episode, we're probably going to try and do a siege with some, well, higher tier units. I actually did try to level up my units before this episode, but it was a bit difficult. Yeah, the bandits were being a little bit evasive. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.